If you're wondering why a lot of people are saying don't buy the Pixel 11 phones, well, today we're going to go over 10 reasons why you shouldn't buy the new Pixel 11 series. If by the end of this video you still want to buy one of the Pixel 11 phones, I'm not sure why you would, but I will leave an affiliate link if possible down below just in case. So apparently the base model now has less RAM than the previous version at only 12 gigabytes, where it used to be 16. The good news is you get more storage now at 256 gigabytes instead of 128. If you want the 16 gigabyte versions, you're gonna have to go up to at least 512 gigabytes of storage. I guess that makes some people concerned about how well the phone's gonna work 7 years later, but I get it. Just look at all the other new stuff nowadays, like appliances, riding mowers, anything new within the last 10 years or so. Most companies are trying to figure out how they can make more money using cheaper parts and still charge more money. I mean, if you have a business, that's probably what everyone wants to do, right? So I get it. In fact, now that Google's doing this, there could be more companies following, unfortunately. Now, a lot of people are saying the Tensor G6 processor lags behind Snapdragon and iPhones. So you're gonna pay a lot of money for these phones, and it's just not gonna be as powerful as Samsung and Apple. So I guess I can see why some people might be upset about that. So yeah, that means if you're gonna run benchmark results, it's gonna make you pretty sad when you see the numbers on the Pixel phones versus the others. I don't think that's gonna bother me. But yeah, if that bothers you, there's another reason not to buy Pixel phones. Another problem with these new Pixel phones, they raised the price by $100 pretty much across the board, starting at $899 for the base model, which does seem kind of a lot for the cheapest Pixel 11. Again, I feel like all companies are doing this, not just for Pixel phones, so not a huge surprise there, especially with the chip shortage for phones, tablets, other tech. I guess we've only been doing that, 40, 50 years or something? So I guess they're still working on how to make more of those. Another feature that's really making people upset is the new light that's on the back of the phones. Maybe I'm out of the loop on this one. Are people actually using their phones face down now? I guess it's got 5 color options and it only works with Gemini or with phone calls. So yeah, it's kind of limited. Personally, I think they should have just made a light there on the front when you get a new text, call, when something happens on your phone that you can customize, you know, something similar to what all phones used to have, and then they got rid of it for some reason. I'm still not sure why. Another reason people are really upset right now is they actually put smaller batteries in pretty much every phone in the Pixel 11 series. We're talking drastic amounts, going from 4870 to 4850 in the 11 Pro, from 5200 to 5115 in the Pro XL, and now somehow the Pixel Fold has the smallest battery out of all these at only 4,750 milliamp hours. I actually think this one's a pretty easy fix. You could just get a case where you could put an extra battery pack on the back, or you could just always carry around a power bank. Sure, it's gonna be heavier, a little harder to use. I mean, what do you want them to do? Could they put a larger battery inside? Oh, I'm sure they could, but here's the problem. That would actually cost them more money. So yeah, that's not gonna work. Another issue that people are really upset about is the Pixel phones are just really heavy compared to the competitors. The Pixel 11 weighs in at about 196 grams, where Samsung and iPhones are gonna be at least 20 grams lighter. And yeah, my S26 Ultra is actually more lightweight than the previous version. It definitely makes the phone a little more comfortable to use, but I actually know how they could fix this. And this is sort of out there, but can you imagine if they made a phone out of plastic, how much lighter weight it would be? I know, it's a pretty crazy idea. Just something I thought I would throw out there. Google, just think about it. I guess another reason people are really upset about the new Pixel 11 series, and that's to get the Pro features. It's actually all cloud-based. Instead of being local on the device, like with Video Boost, it could definitely be a problem if you have poor cellular connection. And apparently that's gonna be another subscription that you can pay for. I think it's a pretty easy fix for this one though. Just don't use that feature. Apparently one other issue already with the new Pixel 11 series, apparently it's got issues where if you're doing 4K video recording or intense gaming, the Tensor G6 processor really throttles the brightness and performance so it doesn't overheat, which could definitely be a problem. Now this one, the fix is a little bit different. You can either buy an iPhone or Samsung. Problem fixed. One other issue with this new Pixel series, I guess they also got rid of the rear temperature sensor in the Pro series. I guess I don't really see this one as an issue. I never really use that. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of different ways to get the temperature of stuff, but I don't know, this might just be me. So no temperature sensor anymore. For me, no problem. I guess some people have complained that the trade-in values for current Pixel owners are pretty low, and they're offering higher trade-ins if you have the iPhone 17 Pro Max. So yeah, I guess if you already have an iPhone, it shouldn't be a problem. Not quite as good if you already own a Pixel phone, but I don't know, I feel like that's always the case because they're wanting people to switch from other phones. Also this year, they actually sent out emails, discount codes. So yeah, I don't really see this one as a problem. I guess the last problem that people are really upset about is even though they updated the cameras on the back, the selfie camera is still the same as the last generation. I feel like using the cameras on the back is always better than the front for some reason, but there is an easy fix for this one. If you don't like the quality of the front-facing camera, yeah, just don't use it. Problem solved. Now, if all of these reasons was not enough to scare you off, and if you're like me and are still gonna go ahead and buy the new Pixel 11 phones, I'll try to leave an affiliate link down below just in case. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.